Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Coming back at you, another offering of my sampler platter. Yes, so you folks can play video series videos I do for the water. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. We're getting real pumpkin-y up in this bitch. But we'll get to that in a minute. Folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm doing all that stuff, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I like to highlight the super cool shirt. Super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Tim Scold shirt. That's this guy right here holding the guitar. This is also, I love this shirt. It's great imagery. I love the style of this shirt. But then on top of that, it's also the tour shirt. It's got all the tour dates on the back. Because I got to see Mr. Tim Scold perform live several months ago at the time I'm doing this particular review. If you're not familiar with the guy, he's been in music for quite a while now, and he's worked with quite a few big names. Worked with Marilyn Manson for a while. He collaborated. I think he was on like a cover album for like some of Rob Zombie's stuff. It's on the Twisted Metal 4 soundtrack. Like, dude is a guy, you know, like he's not like just like some nobody, like, you know, he's doing his thing. But I'm a big fan of his stuff. And like I said, you know, recently I got to see him perform live. So I went over there, picked up some merch, got a couple CDs and such. And I went over there, I got some videos of his performance. They're on this channel just in case you're interested. And actually at the time, man, oh man, that night was because there were so many good bands, and like I was just like recording a bunch of stuff, and then like in between the sets, you know, I'd upload photos or fuck around on my phone or whatever. And by the time it got to Tim Scold, my poor phone is so old at this point. The battery life on it is shit. So I was like 5% battery life, and I'm like, you better hold out till I get this whole damn song, you asshole. But it did it. Anyway, what am I trying for you folks? What are we doing here? And why is it pumpkin-y? Well, folks, I had to do it because, boom! It is the new pumpkin spice Frosty from Wendy's. Look, it's Wendy. She's the Wendy lady. So yes, they've decided that they're gonna go over there and they're gonna like really go all in with these like occasional flavors of Frosty. You know, they switch out the vanilla for whatever their new thing is, whether it's, you know, strawberry or pumpkin spice or what have you. And when I saw that they were doing this, I was like, all right, sure. I got a small because I got some other stuff, and you know, but I do so enjoy a Frosty. And we got a spoon. Give it a go. You know what that tastes like? Tastes exactly like a Frosty with some pumpkin spice in it. Like, there really is, there's nothing more to it than that. Like, it's just, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything else. I'm not saying I'm disappointed. It's just, it's remarkable at how much the expectation met with the reality. Because, I mean, yeah, it's pumpkin spice. And, you know, pumpkin spice is always a contentious thing when it starts to come out. You know, there's always jokes that are made about it and stuff. And, I enjoy some of them for what they are. I'm perfectly fine with pumpkin spice. I don't go out of my way to enjoy it. But I do appreciate when it comes around seasonally and stuff. And, you know, hey, if Wendy's wants to go over there and do their spin on it, that's perfectly okay with me. No, I mean, it's perfectly fine. It's a Wendy's Frosty. It tastes good. But it is definitely just a pumpkin spice Frosty. There's really no frills to it. There's nothing I would remark as being particularly unique about it. Not too long ago, I went over there and did a review of Dairy Queen, an apple pie blizzard. And that was really, really good because a pumpkin pie blizzard. That was really, really good because it did a really good job of emulating like that full pumpkin pie taste. With this, it's just, the pumpkin spice aspect, which again is fine. I have absolutely nothing against this. It is just very what it is. And it's not a bad thing. Yeah. I mean, fundamentally, it's basically just some soft serve with some pumpkin spice and some coloring put in there. And it's fine. It's not, like I said, it's not remarkable. It's not thrown at you. It's not throwing anything at you that you can't get from 800 places now that we're basically in October, I mean, we still got like a little over a week before October fully hits at the time I'm doing this. But like now that we're really amping up into it, and like everything is going to have a pumpkin spice variation on it, which is the part of like the criticism that I do get from people. Because it was kind of a fun little kitsch thing that they used to do, and now everybody does it. Now every cereal has to have a pumpkin spice version. Now every candy has to have a pumpkin spice version. It can be a bit much. But at the same time, my whole thing with it is, if you're going to do the pumpkin spice thing, bring something new to it. Find a way to distinguish yourself amongst all the other pumpkin spice stuff, because you're going to get a gluttony of it. For being Wendy's, for just being, one of their blizzards, or not one of their blizzards, for being one of their Frosties, it's perfectly fine. It tastes decent. It's pumpkin spice soft serve ice cream. I would have hoped for a little bit more, though. I wasn't expecting it, but part of me was hoping, like, Wendy's, they make some pretty interesting stuff sometimes. Maybe they throw a little flair on it, something to make it stand out a little bit. They didn't. It's very basic bitch stuff, but I don't hate it. I will certainly enjoy the rest of it, but I'll be entirely honest with you. I would have taken a vanilla over it. I would have taken a chocolate over it. I would have taken a strawberry over it. I don't dislike it, but I don't think it's anything. It's, like I said, it's not their fault. Well, it is in that it's their decision, but it's not their fault. It's just that everything else already has something that tastes almost exactly like this. And again, I think what they should have done, in my opinion, is gone over there and tried to, do something to give it a little bit more personality. But I can understand why they didn't. They're just rolling with the whole thing. And hell, it got me to buy one, so there you go. 2 questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, and kinda. There's nothing to dislike about it other than just the situation. Just the fact that, again, it is just, there's going to be a gluttony of pumpkin spice stuff. And this just doesn't do anything to stand out. And I think for me, if I'm going to Wendy's anyway, I have other things that I would probably pick up. I don't usually do the Frosties, because like I usually just, I'm going for lunch or something. Frosty takes a little time to eat. But like, when they did the strawberry one, I was pretty cool with that. They did, didn't they do like a peppermint one or something like that? Yeah. That, I was, and none of them have been like groundbreaking or anything like that, but I don't know. I couldn't see myself getting this again. Like, there's just other stuff I would get before it. Even though, again, it's not bad. Nothing bad about it. Now, if I am talking about potentially recommending it to other people, again, I said kind of. Because fundamentally, there's nothing wrong with it. If it's something that you're going out of your way to go try, because you're like, ooh, Wendy's has a new Frosty flavor. That's fine, but you're not going to be surprised, and realistically, you could probably go to, any gas station or whatever in October and find fucking 30 other things that taste pretty much exactly like this. So, if you're already at Wendy's and you see it on the thing, sure, give it a go. I just wouldn't go out of my way for it, if that makes any sense. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, spanish rest of your folks. You can go over there, have yourselves a truly, not overblown pumpkin spice-tastic rest of your life. Because pumpkin spice is good. Again, I'm on board with the spice of the pumpkin. But, I don't think there are other, like, October flavors that I feel like we could do more with. you think of like October and the leaf change. Like, let's, what about some maple flavored stuff? Let's get our friends from Canada involved in this shit. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to do it. But anyway, where the fuck was I going with this? Final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. It almost tastes better melted than it does frozen. You can, like, taste more of the pumpkin spice. What do you know? It's important, though, when we run into situations in our life that are stressful, frustrating, etc. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do, folks. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try yourself out a pumpkin spice Frosty, as I have done so here today. And maybe, like me, you're going to be like, meh. But maybe you're going to go over there, and maybe you're going to go talk. You're going to, like, try to get in contact with the Wendy's people. Because maybe you got, like, a great idea for, like, an even better tasting fall Frosty. And you're like, all right, like pecan pie flavored Frosty. Why isn't that a thing? $800 million, please. Just all, you can deposit it into my bank account. We can make this a thing. It'll be good. That's what we need to do. We need to make me $800 million so that I will have $800 million, which will quickly not be $800 million anymore, because I'm definitely going to go over there and, like, the thing is, whenever you think about, like, people, getting, like, shit ton of money and that whole thing and stuff like that, it's always, like, this stupid shit. It's like, I'm going to buy a mansion. Why? Why? Like, genuinely, why? Like, I see, like, some of these celebrity houses and stuff like that, and it's like, how are you ever going to fucking do anything with that? Like, it's just to go over there, and I mean, hey, I like to show off a little bit, too, in my little ways, but it's like, you got a big house, good for you. Did you build it? If you built it, that's really impressive, but, like, if you didn't, and it's just a big house, who cares? Oh, I got a shitload of sports cars. Who cares? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, some sports cars are cool and stuff like that. And you get, like, the limited edition ones or the hard to find ones. That's a little bit neat. But, like, for the most part, it's like, I got a Bentley, I got a Maserati, whatever. Who cares? I mean, Bentley and Maserati care, but I don't give a shit. I don't know, this went on a weird tangent. Or conversely, I mean, I'd still like $800 million, but, like, a couple $100,000 would hold me over. Pay off my mortgage, get a few things taken care of. Yeah, I could make that work.